When I beat Mafia 3, my time spent on it was easily over 30 hours with some incredible high points combined with odd and questionable lows. The progression of the story had me hooked like very few games has in this generation so far, but the time spent in between those key moments made me feel like I was sitting on a Friday afternoon detention class writing the same line over and over and over. Frank here, the Red Tie Guy, and I must admit that Mafia 3 was the first Mafia game I played in the franchise. The first 2 hours of the game is incredible, introducing you to African-American Lincoln Clay, a returning Vietnam soldier whose past life revolved around the black mob of New Bordeaux, a fictional recreation of New Orleans. Upon his return though, things aren't the same anymore, which is unfortunate for Lincoln, as it results in a series of unfortunate events that leads him on the path of revenge. The beautifully rendered cutscenes along with the documentary-styled interview footage and the incredibly well-performed voice acting makes Mafia 3 a rather enjoyable game to watch. You quickly care for Lincoln, his family and the characters, which makes a return from the previous Mafia games even if you haven't played any of those games yet. Graphically, the game looks impressive, with the 1970s visuals shining through from its believable and interactable environment to the streets filled with pedestrians. The game constantly beats you over the head with the extensive racism that existed at that time. At times though, it actually made me feel a bit uncomfortable. Being from South Africa, racism has always been a major problem in our country, and I can easily see how this game can offend many people. For example, when Lincoln walks into a bar or restaurant, the owner will outright tell him that they don't serve his kind there. Another example is that crimes committed in a white community are reported quickly and the police responds within seconds. If that same crime was committed in a rural area, often the cops would not even bother to show up. The sound design of Mafia 3 is absolutely incredible, and as mentioned before, the voice acting is superb. Often I found myself driving around in New Bordeaux just listening to the radio, as the soundtrack is one of the best I've ever heard in any open world game yet. The gameplay is fun at first, but after a few hours, you've basically seen what the game has to offer, and I do not say that lightly. Simple assassinations, destroying various cargo, and sneaking my way into compounds to steal items was fun the first time around, but after having to do the same mission for the 15th time, I quickly realized that Hangar 13 didn't do much to change the gameplay. The combat is familiar to any open world player and it functions, but nothing feels different. The AI, or lack thereof, does the same movements over and over, and I found myself completing most of the game with the base pistol I started, as I really had no need to buy new weapons. Once you own a neighborhood though, you can assign it to one of your partners, which grants you new abilities and weapons. If you do neglect your partners too much, they can turn on you and some of the choices can drastically change how the game ends. Is Mafia 3 fun? Yes, definitely, but after a couple of hours, if you're not invested in the story, then you're going to find it difficult to push through. The game suffers from frame rate issues at times, and I had one hard crash to the Xbox home screen, with some users reporting multiple crashes. The PC version though had even more problems on day one, most of which has been patched out by now. It almost seems as if Mafia 3 had a fantastic story to tell, but then went to an open world requirement list, just ticking everything off, which makes it an open world game. It doesn't even have fast travel, something games from the PlayStation 2 era had built in. Often I found myself driving all the way to one side in order to complete a mission, which took about 5 minutes, only to be told that I need to drive all the way back to the other side again. If you're an open world fan, you'll definitely find joy in Mafia 3, as there are a ton of collectibles and things to do once you complete the main story. But if you're looking for a game which focuses on gameplay mechanics, then it's best to wait, as Mafia 3 is definitely worth buying at a discount. With future DLC planned for Mafia 3, time will tell if Hangar 13 will add changes to the gameplay, as I feel that this game could have stayed in the oven for a few more months. If you had a choice though between playing this on PC or console, I would recommend the console versions for now. For more on Mafia 3, check out my channel and be sure to click that subscribe button if you enjoy this review. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up, and if you dislike it, give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the Red Tie Guy. And frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.